Today we're exploring a fascinating intersection between the principles from Brené Brown's book, Daring Greatly, and the world of BDSM, particularly focusing on submission. First, let's talk about vulnerability as strength. Brené Brown teaches us that vulnerability is about taking risks, being open to emotional exposure, and embracing uncertainty. In the context of submission, this couldn't be more relevant. When a submissive chooses to submit, they open themselves up to trust and emotional exposure. This act of vulnerability is incredibly courageous and can lead to deeper connections and personal growth. It's about being authentic and embracing one's true self. It's important for submissives to practice vulnerability in a safe and supportive environment, ensuring that their emotional exposure is met with empathy and respect. You, as submissive, can contribute to creating and maintaining this safe environment by setting clear boundaries, engaging in regular check-ins with your dominant partner, and establishing trust-building exercises. Handling the fear of vulnerability can be challenging, but techniques such as gradual exposure to vulnerable situations and seeking reassurance from your dominant partner can help. For instance, if you've been hesitant to express a specific fantasy or desire, take a small step this week by sharing it with your partner during a check-in. This act of vulnerability can strengthen your bond and help build trust. Safety is crucial in a BDSM dynamic. Setting clear boundaries and limits is essential to ensure that both partners feel secure and respected. Trust in BDSM can be multifaceted. It's not only about physical safety, but also emotional safety. Regular check-ins with your partner ensure that everyone feels comfortable and respected. Trust-building exercises, such as sharing personal stories or guided blindfolded activities, can help deepen the bond and create a sense of security. For instance, you might feel comfortable trusting your partner to catch you during a trust fall, but building the kind of trust needed to share deeply personal information takes time and consistent, respectful communication. It's also important to recognize red flags that indicate a lack of safety, such as ignoring boundaries, pressuring someone into uncomfortable situations, or dismissing concerns. Review and discuss your boundaries with your partner this week and engage in both physical and emotional trust-building exercises. For example, you could spend time sharing personal stories while blindfolded to build emotional trust. Next, we have shame resilience. Brené emphasizes understanding our triggers and speaking about our shame to diffuse its power. In submission, shame can often be a barrier due to societal stigma or personal guilt. Building shame resilience involves recognizing these feelings and reframing submission as a valid and empowering choice. Open communication with your dominant can help dismantle the power of shame, fostering a more positive and affirming experience. Practical steps for building shame resilience include identifying specific triggers, developing personal mantras to combat shame, and seeking your dominant's support. Partners can actively support each other in building shame resilience by sharing personal experiences, offering affirmations, and creating a safe space for discussing feelings of shame without judgment. For instance, if you feel shame about enjoying certain aspects of submission, create a mantra like, "My desires are valid and natural." Share this with your partner and discuss your feelings openly to receive their support. Wholehearted living is our next principle. It involves courage, compassion, and connection, engaging with life from a place of worthiness. For submissives, this means embracing their role with pride and openness. Courage to express needs and boundaries, practicing self-compassion, and building deep connections are crucial. Recognizing your worthiness helps you engage fully in your role, creating a more fulfilling and enriching experience. You can practice self-compassion daily through mindfulness exercises, journaling about your experiences, and celebrating your progress in embracing your submissive role. Creating a gratitude journal specifically focused on your submissive experiences or setting small, achievable goals for personal growth within your role can be particularly effective. Each evening, write down one positive experience from your day related to your submission, such as a kind word from your partner or a moment of personal growth. Empathy is another vital principle. Brené teaches us that empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of another, which fosters connection and support. In a DS relationship, empathy allows for better understanding and emotional support. It deepens the bond and ensures both partners feel valued and heard. Mutual empathy strengthens trust and intimacy. Examples of empathetic communication include active listening, validating feelings, and expressing empathy verbally and non-verbally. Partners can practice empathy through specific exercises or scenarios, such as role-playing different situations or using reflective listening techniques. Practice active listening with your partner by spending 10 minutes each day listening to them without interrupting and validating their feelings. During a conversation, repeat back what your partner says to show you understand their feelings, such as, "I hear that you felt overwhelmed during our scene yesterday, and I appreciate you sharing that with me." Next up is cultivating authenticity. This means letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. In submission, authenticity is about accepting and expressing one's true desires without shame or fear. Letting go of societal expectations and being honest about needs and boundaries fosters a more genuine and satisfying dynamic. Authenticity allows for a deeper, more meaningful connection with your dominant partner. You can navigate societal expectations and internalized shame through self-reflection, finding a supportive dominant and setting personal goals for authenticity. Reflect on one societal expectation that you feel pressured by and write down how you can let go of it. Share your reflections with your dominant. For example, if you feel pressured to conform to a certain image of what a submissive should be, write down your true desires and share them with your dominant. This can help you let go of external expectations and embrace your authentic self. True belonging happens when we present our authentic, imperfect selves to the world. For submissives, finding a supportive dominant is crucial. Being with a dominant who understands and accepts your authentic, imperfect submission provides validation and reduces feelings of isolation. True belonging means being accepted and valued for who you are, not who you think you need to be. This sense of belonging can be achieved within the intimate space shared with a trusted dominant. While building supportive communities both online and offline can be beneficial, the deep connection and acceptance from a dominant partner can offer significant emotional support. Submissives should feel encouraged to share their stories and experiences with their dominant, seeking feedback and validation. To ensure a dominant is a good fit, have open conversations about values, expectations, and boundaries. Engage in activities that foster mutual understanding and trust. For example, you could share your journey and hopes with your dominant, discussing what you aim to achieve in your dynamic. This private sharing can strengthen your bond and help you feel more connected and supported. Finally, the courage to show up. Brené emphasizes showing up and being seen, even when there are no guarantees. Submission involves taking emotional and sometimes physical risks. The courage to show up fully allows for richer, more meaningful experiences. Trusting your partner and being present enhances the connection and deepens the experience. You can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to show up fully by setting intentions before scenes, practicing mindfulness, and creating rituals that reinforce your commitment to being present. Examples might include meditation, visualization techniques, or pre-scene discussions with your dominant partner. Set a clear intention before your next scene and practice a mindfulness exercise or meditation to help you stay present and connected. Before your next scene, spend a few minutes in meditation, focusing on your breathing and setting a clear intention for the experience, such as, "I will be present and open." By integrating these principles, submissives can enhance their experiences, build stronger relationships, and foster personal growth. These principles emphasize empowerment, respect, and authenticity in submission. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Until next time, take care and stay connected.